Breaking news in Minneapolis. Law enforcement has confirmed that the suspect in a shooting at a Catholic school in Minneapolis is dead, and they say there is no threat to the community any longer. Right now, we don't have any more information about the number of victims, but Governor Tim Walz did describe the shooting as, quote, horrific. Let's check in with reporter Corin Hoggard from our Minneapolis station as families arrived to pick up their kids.
Yeah, let me actually step out of the way because you can actually see this happening behind me right now. We've seen dozens of families leaving here after this, and you know, it feels a little intrusive to try to go up there and talk to them, but I did ask one person who is a neighbor to my brother if, you know, everybody was okay, and she told me, well, everybody here, but not everybody. And she kept walking after that, but you can see there are a lot of, somber faces here. We saw some children who were clearly shaken up by what, they witnessed, whether it was something they saw or heard or both. Very, very troublesome thing for anyone to experience, but especially a child of this age to go through that is pretty tough. And so a lot of these kids walking out of here with really, you can see right here just a grim look on his face and being supported by parents and family members, and not a good situation for these kids today. So, I mentioned earlier, this is a K-8 school. They were, most of them had a mass this morning as this was going on. Again, do not know details of, where in the school or outside of the school this happened, but it's something that, everybody in this neighborhood for blocks and blocks could hear. Our own Alex Kendall, our old AM anchor here, lives just a little ways away, and she told me she heard it as well. All my brother's neighbors told me that they heard just a lot of gunfire, so much that they didn't even believe that that's what it was, that it had to be somebody working on their roof or something like that. But again, we're seeing all these children and their families coming out here, very emotional, but at least for these families, it seems their kids are okay. But again, the one parent I did manage to talk to, who is a neighbor of my brother, said that not everybody is, and so still trying to gather details on that. But as you can see, these kids had a rough morning here, and I don't know if that's something that they'll want to remember.
So this is a live picture of the scene there in Minneapolis. There is no word on the number of victims here at this shooting at a Catholic school and church in Minneapolis, but we do understand that the shooter has been killed, the suspected shooter in this case, but we'll follow the latest there.